What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy, like Luciferian Prince, coming at y'all once again. I want to do the best I can in this whole channel montage to do the best I can to try to at least put at least 1 to 2 uploads a day to try to do the best I can. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not Superman. Shit happens, so it is what it is. It may come up, things may come up. You know, as time proceeds, but I'm not no fortune teller, but I can only stick to my script and basically based upon what I do. If this is your first time viewing my channel, please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification so that way you can actually be notified every time I upload a new video. All right? What we're going to talk about is the Cestui Que Vie Act of 1666. Yes, people, I said it right. Cestui Que Vie Act of 1666. Now, it is an act that actually was promulgated by the United Kingdom, so to speak, but it also transmigrated into English positive law to basically turn people who were once considered natural people or natural persons into corporations. Now, this extends back to the 13th century, the Codex Justinian, and it goes down to the Pandex as well through corrupted Roman law, where they turned people that were considered natural into foreign entities, also known as corporations, which are dead things. But this act sheds light on more than just the basis of how it was promulgated into more or less why it was promulgated. And we're going to get into that. So stay tuned. Buckle your seatbelt. Cestui Que Vie Act of 1666, Chapter 11, 18, and 19, Chapter 2. An act for redress of inconveniences by want of proof of the decease of the person beyond the seas or absenting themselves upon whose lives estate do depend. This is written in Old English, if you actually get the chance to actually read it in quote-unquote PDF. But this is actually in Old English. Recital that Cestui Que Vies have gone beyond sea and that reversioners cannot find out whether they are alive or dead. Whereas diverse lords or manors and others have been granted estates by lease for one or more lives, or else for years, determinable upon one or more life or lives, and it has often happened that such person or persons for whose life or lives such estates have been granted have gone beyond the seas or so absented themselves for many years that the lessors and reversioners cannot find out whether such person or persons be alive or dead, by reason whereof such lessors and reversioners have been held of possession of their tenements for many years, after all the lives upon which the estates depend are dead, in regards that the lessors and reversioners, where they have been brought actions for the recovery of their tenements, have been put on to prove death of their tenants, when it is almost impossible for them to discover the same, for remedy of which mischief so frequently happening such lessors or reversioners. Here we go. Okay. Provided always that if any person or persons shall be evicted out of any lands or tenements by virtue of this act, and afterwards such person or persons of whose life or lives such estate or estates that shall depend upon return again from beyond the seas, or shall prove any action to be brought for recovery of the same, to be made appear to be living, and this is what it says in Old English, or to have been living at the same time of the eviction, that it is from thenceforth the tenant or the lessee who was outed of the same, his or her executors, administrators, or signees shall, may, or re-enter and repossess, have hold, and enjoy the said lands of tenements of his or her former estate, and during the life or lives of so long time as said person or persons upon whose life or lives the said estate or estates depend shall be living, and also shall upon action or actions to be brought by him or of them against the lesser revisioners or tenants in possession of other persons respectively, since the time of said eviction, receive the profits of said lands or tenements respectively with lawful interest for and from the time that he or they were outed of said lands, tenements, and kept or held either the same by lessors, revisioners, tenements, said persons, or who after said eviction shall receive the profits of said lands or tenements, or any of them respectively, as well as in case when the said person or persons upon whose lives or lives such estate or estates did depend, and are or shall be considered dead at the time of the upbringing of said action or actions, as if the person when they were living. Emphasis added. Now you see why these people implemented this act, because they implemented this act based upon the solid notion that particularly you were considered dead from the time you were born. That meant that from everything that your forebears have ever possessed, they already made it Cestui Que Vie. In other words, corporatized. In other words, they also demonetized your estate value. And what they did was they turned that into their ability to basically put you on the high seas and to basically kidnap you, your family, or anything else that has to do with your land or your title or your estate. And you just learned a very significant truth in less than 10 minutes. That's a proven fact. Straight. Proven fact. If such a person or persons for whose life or such estates has been or shall be granted as aforesaid shall remain beyond the seas or elsewhere absent themselves in this realm by a space of 7 years together, and no sufficient and no evident proof be made of the lives of such persons or persons respectively, in any action commenced for recovery of such tenements by the lessors or reversioners, in every of such case of the person or persons upon whose life or lives such estate depended shall be accounted as naturally dead, and in every action brought for the recovery of the said tenements by the lessors or reversioners, the heirs or signs, the judges before whom such action shall be brought, direct jury to give their verdict, as if the person so remaining beyond the seas or otherwise absenting himself were dead. Wow, people. I don't need to even go any further. You know, I don't. I don't. Because this is the legal system in which we actually thrive and live in. It's a proven fact. See, the sad part about a lot of people that's on these YouTube channels, y'all have too much faith in a fucking fraudulent government. You have too much faith in these people. They don't favor you. They don't like you. They consider you a piece of garbage. You know? But you got people who still want to buy into the illusion. You know, politics is just like sports. It is what it is. What team you going for today? It's what it is. And people don't grasp this concept because what they are engaged in is politidrama. That's all it is. It's drama. But at the same token, at the heart of the soul of any corporation or any business, there's going to be someone who takes an L, which is a loss. And they're banking on you to do it. Vote for Joe Biden. Tell me how that works out. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Straight. These people they're going to fuck you over. Straight. Yeah. Dr. Bragg's. It's apple cider limeade. Woo. I ain't gonna lie, it's good for your colon. But long story short, that's the truth, people. The Cestui Que Vie Act of 1666, very, very, for you biblical conspiracists, very significant number, 1666. Because it was particularly saying that you were turned into a corporation. And it transpired and transmigrated into English law. This is called transitivity of identity when it comes to law, which is another video I'll get into in another day. Don't have time to do it tonight. But people, pay attention. You just learned a very significant truth. Less than 10 minutes. Stay tuned. Y'all be safe. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that vaccine either. I'm definitely going to do a video on that shit in the future. And for all you people that just viewed my channel for the first time, like and subscribe. Period. We're going to keep this heat coming. It is what it is. Now, for you agents, please don't contact me. I do not consent. I do not oblige. It is what it is. Now, for the rest of y'all, stay tuned. Buckle up. Let's go ahead and hit 2020 head on, y'all. You feel me? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? The agents, fuck y'all. Peace, light, love to those who are truth. And it is what it is. Let's keep on going with this.